Jamaica is full of gays.
Leela Ike come out and say she love girl. That is no surprise to me.
Using rasta struggles to piggyback your gay agenda.
Welcome viewers and subscribers to another program. This week we want to look at the debacle surrounding the music fraternity, specifically speaking the Rasta community, about the whole issue of freaks and gays and homosexuality entrenched in there. But before we do that, we want to just take time out to big up and say enough respect to Mia Mottley, the Prime Minister of Barbados, and the Bajan people for finally getting rid of the monarchy. Jamaica has been talking about it for the longest while, and we are still pussyfooting around the issue. The Queen is really not representative of Jamaica. We are a sovereign nation, and if we are to really be a sovereign nation, we need to get rid of those heads over us. It's just plain and simple. So enough respect to the Bajan people for making this bold step. You are truly on your way to independence now. All you have to do now is start producing and ensuring that the security of your people is on the forefront, and you will be a shining star in the Caribbean. Jamaica has dropped the ball where that is concerned, and we are bigging you up.
I, Sandra Prunella Mason, do swear that I will well and truly serve Barbados in the office of President, so help me God.
On behalf of a grateful nation, but an even prouder people, we therefore present to you the designee for National Hero of Barbados.
So Mr. Prime Minister, Right Honorable Excellency Andrew Holness, we need to go the route. We need to become a republic. Jamaica is not benefiting from the Queen, so we need to remove her from the head of state. When the Honorable Portia Simpson Miller mentioned such thing, we call her all kind of names and oh, she want to be queen and all of that. What is wrong with wanting to be queen of your own country? That is where every black girl should be striving to become queen of their own country. So we say respect to the Bajan people, and we are saying to our government, it's time we put Jamaica forward in becoming a republic to be truly independent. We say big respect to Barbados for leading the way. Okay, on to other matters now.
Is ready, we not ready for address Proto J and Chronix and Leela Ike and Janine and Savannah them yet. Already we not ready for address them yet. To ask them is who did make them as popular as them are. Bunty. If it wasn't the people of this country, or probably it wasn't, was it? Was it really Jamaicans who made you guys popular? That's another topic of discussion.
When you come in at this thing, you wolf in a sheep clothing, and say when I walk with banner down Hope Road, and a chant Rastafari, militant Rastafari youths, the Protege and the Chronix, and the Kabaka, and the Jesse Royal, and the Yard Core. Yeah? Where are they now? When you do that look at bus, when you put on Rastafari image, and did that look at bus, and we accept we know. Why we never come out with no filthy ways at that time? Why we never show no filthy and dirty ways that time? No, on a ride pan the bandwagon of Rastafari, on a ride pan the bandwagon of righteousness. Them boy they are freaky dread and freaky ras, and them boy they bow out. The reggae revival boy them me attack, and no man, no Rasta. So all of who attack say, the Rasta them nah say nothing and the Rasta them nah do nothing. Rastafari no need to say nothing, because Rastafari was always saying what we still saying now. Righteousness we've been saying from that time until this time and forevermore is righteousness Rastafari I say.
The whole of these new youths sell out with culture. Take side with the LGBTQ community in Jamaica and well empowered and a move nice and sweet. Because them know say no one can talk to them. And artists like we there in with natural self. What we say we there in with natural normal self align with the atom same way. We not deter. Then call we dinosaur. That's why I put on my lesbian blouse. Because this is the strength of woman in a Jamaica now, the tiger print. Yeah.
This whole issue surrounding the music fraternity, the Rasta camp specifically, is one of it's laughable in a sense, but it's serious. Tell you what, I'm gonna read a quote from my first book I published. Please go on Amazon and get it. And I spoke about some things years ago, and this book was published in 2012, 2013. So it's titled In My Time, A Jamaican Experience. So go pick it up on Amazon. I don't have it on bookshelves locally, but you can call 876-364-0539 and get it directly from the source. All right, we're gonna read from this chapter, Music Today, Uplifted or Not. All right, let's go. Our musicians tend to bash gays left, right, and center at stage appearances in Jamaica. But as soon as it poses a threat to them, prohibiting them from receiving money from abroad, they will quickly desist from doing so. Some of them have even gone against their beliefs and apologized to the gay community, all because their income was going to be affected. That's why Shabba Ranks, who praises Yeshua rather than Selassie, is more of a Rastafarian than many who are now fire-burning Babylon. Even though Shabba's lyrical content in most cases was lewd and slack, at least he did not apologize to gays, and it cost him his career. Our so-called righteous artists are very shallow under the skin. They chant down Rome and Babylon, but yet they are willing to conform to Babylonianism if it means no disruption in their flow of income. They quickly discard their beliefs for money. A few years ago, the gay rights activists launched a campaign against dancehall acts, cancelling a lot of shows abroad for many of these artists. One would have thought that they would have continued to lash out against the homosexual lifestyle, whether they would be able to perform internationally or not. Because that's what righteousness is about, standing up for what you believe in. Even if it means being banned from other countries, right? Bob Marley in one of his songs said, "Get up, stand up for your right." So how come they put aside their beliefs to be accommodated? Isn't that a double standard? In the Observer of June 21, 2007, there was an article with the heading, "Gay Lobbyist Claims Peace Pact with Leading Artist." It stated that a gay rights activist said 3 of our prominent DJs had signed a deal to stop lashing gays in their music. These were the Righteous Fireman Capleton, Sizzla Kalonji, and Beenie Man, all of whom signed a document called the Reggae Compassionate Act, put forward by gay rights activist group Outrage. Now, when one hears something like this, we would like to regard it as rumor, but the head of Outrage, Peter Tatchell, sent copies of the deal with signatures, supposedly those of the artist, to show that it was no false claim. To make matters worse, attempts were made to reach the artist to comment on the matter, but at that time, Sizzla was on tour in Europe, and Capleton and Beenie Man could not be contacted. To date, I have not heard any of them refuting those claims. So it's pretty much like, you know, when in Rome, do what the Romans do. And of course, there was that video of Beenie Man pretty much pleading and begging the gays to, you know, ease up off of him, apologizing online. Now, let me set the facts straight. People have a right to do what they want to do. I personally don't support the homosexual lifestyle. I am not going to preach and burn fire on gays and burn them out and call down violence on them. No. Every life for me is a life, and I respect one's life. But the lifestyle itself, no, me cannot accept that, because, and this is not based on a religious thing, it's just common sense. Nature tells us that this is wrong. Nature itself tells us that this can't be, because just think about it. Humanity would be stopped. If every man say alright, it's a man them a go with, and every woman say alright, it's a woman them a go with, and that is accepted, what happened to humanity? What happened to humanity? It's a reversal of humanity, and anything for me that stands in the way of humans progressing, me fire burn it straight. No, it's no if but or maybe. So this whole issue with Lila Ike and the protege them, of course, they are getting the backlash. A lot of people are calling them props dread, Conscience wrote that song some years ago about these people who put on locks just to get a hype up, because the truth is, once you have on a locks and you go overseas, I mean, I've performed overseas and I see the power and the splendor of these guys when they are seen as Rastafarian. They are well respected and loved. So a lot of these guys, they just put on the persona of Rastafarian, yeah, and go overseas to make money and get ratings and all of that. But the truth is, they're not really hype up like the Rasta lifestyle. Because the real Rasta are not supposed to mix up in a bangaran. And this is against natural order of things. So, while I will not condone any form of violence being perpetrated and directed toward these people, I can't agree with the lifestyle. I can't agree with it. And like I say, it is not because I am a Christian or me like Rastafarianism. No. It's just nature tell us that this thing wrong. This is just wrong. I am not going to come out and bash you on this and that. No. But the lifestyle, me straight up, me not condone it. Me not respect it, me not like it, and it's not good. And honestly, me don't want you to be a role model for my younger generation, my people, my children. You understand? Because me don't want them go the route because that's just wrong. That is against God and humanity itself. So me fireburn that straight. And for these guys, it's a huge topic out there, and we don't even have enough time on this time and space on this program to go into some of the details. But that's pretty much where it's at. Lila Ike and all these people and Spice and all these people with them gayism and all of that, straight up, them Rasta are a real Rasta to me. I grew up in rural Clarendon, where I grew up among Rastafarians who them mix up in a bangarang. Them thing I could not be named among them. So I don't know this new era of dreads, you know, who run the music industry out here. You mean one of the reasons why I think I never bust is not because I'm not good and I'm not full of lyrical content, but certain things me never subscribe to. Because the gun lyrics and the under girl thing, me never subscribe to that, and the producer don't really want to look for me, you know, but I still I go and hold the fort and I give thanks to my father and praise, you know, and go and do what I can do in my space, you know. But me now I'm gonna lose them way they forget a hype up. So big up to Conscience for that tune. That tune sell. That tune really speak to the issue at all. Enough of them just harass, forget to the top. And in my opinion, the real Rasta community have been silent on these matters far too long. Or the question can be asked, is this the real Rasta community? Food for thought. That's all I have to say on this matter. Leave your comments, subscribe, like, or even dislike, and we'll catch up next week, same time, same place. Peace out.